You ever wake up and feel like life is on repeat? Phone, rush, stress, scroll, sleep, repeat. And then one day you look up and realize weeks, even years, have slipped by in the same blur. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Because you do not need a total reset to change your life. You need a few tiny defaults that quietly change your attention, your energy, and the way you see yourself. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 10 small habits that are easy to start, hard to overcomplicate, and powerful enough to shift the direction of your days. And stay until the end, because the final one is not really a habit at all. It's the identity shift that makes the rest of it finally stick. Habit number 1, own the first 10 minutes. Most people wake up and instantly hand their mind to a screen. Before they have even stood up, they're already reacting. Instead, keep the first 10 minutes quiet. Drink water. Let light hit your face. Ask one question: what matters today? That tiny pause changes the tone of the whole morning. You stop borrowing your priorities from notifications. You begin with intention, not noise. And when the first cue is calm, the rest of the day has a better chance. Habit number 2, start with 2 minutes, not 20, not when I feel ready, just 2 minutes. Open the book for 2 pages, roll out the mat, put on the shoes and walk to the door. The point is not the workout or the reading. The point is to make starting so small that your brain has almost nothing to resist. Most habits fail in the first moment when they feel too heavy. 2 minutes removes the pressure, and once you begin, momentum often does what motivation could not. Habit number 3, make one good cue visible. If you want to read more, leave the book on the pillow. If you want to move more, put the gym clothes where you can see them. If you want to write, keep the notebook open on the desk. We often think we need more discipline. Sometimes we just need better placement. What sits in front of you gets chosen more often. That's not weakness, that's design. Let your environment do some of the reminding for you, and the good choice starts to feel closer. Habit number 4, add friction to one bad habit. You do not need to beat every distraction today. Just make one of them slightly harder to reach. Move the tempting app off the home screen. Put the remote away. Keep the snack out of arm's reach. Impulse loves convenience. So when the bad habit takes 3 extra steps, the pause is often enough to break the spell. You are not trying to become perfect. You are just making the automatic choice a little less automatic. That small delay can save more attention than you'd expect. Habit number 5, pair the hard thing with something pleasant. If walking feels boring, only listen to a podcast while walking. If cleaning feels heavy, play music first. If dishes feel endless, make it one quiet song at a time. Your brain is always looking for a reason to begin. Give it one. The work does not disappear, but it becomes easier to enter. And that matters because most people do not fail at hard things. They fail at the moment before starting. A small reward attached to the action can turn reluctance into rhythm. Habit number 6, track one visible streak. Not 10 goals, not a complicated app, just one mark you can see, a check on the calendar, a line through the day, a paper tracker on the wall. Tracking works because it turns progress from a feeling into a fact. On the days you feel behind, the evidence says otherwise. And that evidence builds trust. You start to believe you are someone who follows through even when the win is small. And that brings us to a deeper truth. Your habits are not just about efficiency. They are about self-respect. Every small promise you keep teaches your mind that your word means something. Every time you delay, simplify, or follow through, you are not just changing behavior. You are changing your relationship with yourself. That is why tiny habits matter more than they look like they should. Habit number 7, give your good habit an immediate reward. We live in a world of instant feedback, but most meaningful results arrive late. So after your walk, enjoy the coffee. After your focused hour, take the break without guilt. After the reset, sit down and notice the room. The reward does not need to be big. It just needs to exist. When your brain gets a small sense of completion now, it becomes more willing to repeat the effort later. That is how delayed payoff starts to feel sustainable. Habit number 8, use a weekly reset before the month disappears. Once a week, clear the desk. Look at the calendar. Notice what you've been avoiding. Decide what actually matters next. Most people drift because they never stop long enough to look up. Days become weeks, weeks become months, and suddenly life feels busy but directionless. A weekly reset brings you back to the wheel. It does not need to be perfect, it just needs to happen. 20 minutes of honesty can save you from an entire month of autopilot. Habit number 9. When the chain breaks, never miss twice. You will miss a day. Everyone does. The danger is not the missed day. It's the story you build around it. I failed, so it's over. No. Reset as soon as possible. One skipped walk does not become a skipped week. One off day does not erase your progress. This is where consistency becomes real. Not by being flawless, but by returning quickly. That return is a form of self-respect. Habit number 10. Vote for the person you want to become. This is the final overlooked idea. Every action is evidence. Every time you put the shoes by the door, close the laptop on time, write the sentence, drink the water, or begin the 2-minute start, you are casting a vote, not for some fantasy version of you, for the person you are becoming right now. You do not change by wishing harder. You change by collecting proof. And over time, the proof gets loud enough that your identity starts to catch up. So here's the perspective shift to keep. Your life is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built in the ordinary moments you keep repeating when nobody is clapping, when nothing feels urgent, and when the smallest choice would be easiest to ignore. That is the real power of tiny habits. They do not just improve your day, they slowly teach you who you are. So ask yourself this: what is one tiny habit that would make tomorrow easier? Start there. Choose one. Keep it small enough to survive a bad day. And if this gave you a calmer way to think about change, subscribe and come back to it whenever you need a softer restart.